Hey everyone, DJ here. And you know, during the summer, I was shooting a lot of videos talking about basketball and all that and all type of sports. And then the summer ended and the cold came in. And I haven't made a video since because I can't take the cold. So the Eagles are in the championship game, the Super Bowl, and I'm so excited. I just had to make a video. And the game is actually today at 6:30. Today I'm going to talk about the Eagles and I'm going to talk about basketball in general. I'll talk about a couple of different teams, Boston and all the other good teams that's playing, right? So I'm shooting actually, I'm in my basement. This is my little man cave. So I just put this together and I say, you know what? Let me get this video done. So I've been living in South Jersey for the past 4 years. And so I gotten to know the Eagles and I've gotten to like the team. And I'm so excited because we're in a championship game. Jalen Hurts is playing good. Saquon is the man, and all the other guys on the team are just amazing. So when the Eagles signed Saquon, a lot of fans in Philadelphia and a lot of radio personalities, they were saying it was a bad deal. Like, why are they paying him so much? Who's this guy? He's going to get injured. He's not that good anymore. There's a lot of things they were saying about him. And I was like, are these people really that dumb? This guy's one of the best running backs in the league. He's been one of the best, but he was just playing on a bum team. But even on that bum team, the Giants, he was still a great player. And before he even played one game, I made a video on my channel and I said that this guy is a beast and he's going to be amazing on the Eagles. I also said that Jalen Hurts was the man. He was a good quarterback and he's going to be great. But a lot of people, a lot of radio personalities and fans, so-called fans of the team, called into the station disrespecting Jalen Hurts, saying how that they wanted a different quarterback. They were praising Brock Purdy from the 49ers and all the different quarterbacks around the league they were saying better than Jalen Hurts. And I want to ask them, like, all those quarterbacks, where are they now? Let me tell you where they are. They're in Cancun watching Jalen play in the championship tonight. So people in Philadelphia, and I called into the radio station and I spoke my mind and I told them, like, something is wrong with you guys in Philadelphia. Like, how do you have an amazing team, amazing quarterback, amazing running back, and a good coach, and all y'all do is complain? All they do is just complain, complain, complain about everything. Jalen could play a great game. He make one mistake. Everybody calling is about the one mistake he make. Even when they win the game. Like, they won the game. Why are you guys complaining? So this city of Philadelphia is what I would call miserable. Extremely miserable. Even sometimes when they win a game, they won a lot of games, right? They won, I believe, 14 games this year, and I think they lost like 4 games. So even when they won, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to turn on the radio. I'm going to get some good vibes because, we just won a big game. And every time I turn on the radio, all I hear is what we didn't do. Oh, we didn't beat people by 10 points. Oh, we had a fumble. Always nobody's celebrating. Hey, we just won a big game. And then everybody we played, they said, oh, that team wasn't good. Then we beat somebody else. Oh, that team wasn't. Everybody we beat, there's always something. This is not rivals saying that, This is so-called fans and radio personalities on W.I.P who claim to be fans of the team. And I'm just shocked that people don't celebrate this team more because they've won so much. Now, the year before, they went to the Super Bowl, played a great game, but lost to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And Jalen played well. The team played well. They made one mistake, and that mistake cost them the game. And so it is, only one team could win. The Chiefs played well, and they deserve to win. So the year after that, last year, the Eagles played well during the season, and then at the end of the season, they fell apart. Nobody really knows what happened, but they just fell apart. And now this season, everybody had so many doubts about the team, even though they got Saquon and they upgraded the coaches, and they did so much things to the team. And there's two big complaints they had about the team. It's Sirianni. They said Sirianni is too animated and all this other nonsense. Listen, Sirianni is who he is. The fact is, if the team is winning, that's all that matters. If the team is losing, then you could complain about Sirianni. If the team is winning, what the hell are they complaining about? So Sirianni's a little animated. Who the hell cares? Let the man be himself. Maybe that's the way he motivates his team. Maybe that's the way he motivates himself. Let the man be who he is. They want Sirianni to be less animated. They want Jalen to be more animated. Like, let the guys be who they are. Do you think someone could call into W.I.P and ask one of those radio personalities to act like somebody else from another station? Would that make any damn sense? No. So why are they trying to force Jalen to act a different way? And Jalen is a little stoic, right? He gives very mundane, flat answers. And there's a reason why he does that. Because no matter what he says, he's going to be criticized. So instead of giving people an in-depth view of his mind, he just tells them the plain answers that they should already know. Because he don't want to be criticized, and that's why he's like that. And people complain about that. They complain about how he is. Even though this guy took them to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and he won, 10, 11 games last year, and this year they won 14 games, and they're in the Super Bowl again. I don't understand what this fan base wants from this guy. He does everything. I think if he goes somewhere else, he'll be much more appreciated. Now, I'm looking forward to the game today, and I can say that I'm very excited, and I'm also very, very nervous because we can lose. You know, there's no guarantee that we're going to win the game. Now, we have a good team. We have a good quarterback, good coaches, and we have our secret weapon, Saquon Barkley, who I think should have won the MVP of the league, okay? That backward, when he jumped over that guy backwards, like, come on. That alone should have won him the MVP. But Josh Allen won it, and, you know, congratulations to Josh Allen. But Saquon is the man. Saquon is the best player in the league. He's also the most exciting player in the league. So I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping everything goes good. Let me tell you, the tough thing about football is that when you get to the playoffs, right, you can't lose any game. There's only one game, and if you lose that game, you're done. Like if you go to any other professional sports, right? If you go to hockey, they have a series where you don't just lose one game and you're out. It's either a 5-game series or a 7-game series. In basketball, it's the same thing. Baseball is the same thing. So football is the most difficult sport in the sense that once you get to the playoffs, you got to be practically perfect. If you make a mistake, that can end your season in the first round. So getting to the Super Bowl is one of the most difficult things any team can do. Now, if you look at the Chiefs, this is their 3rd time straight getting to the Super Bowl. And these guys are well coached. They have a great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. And they have a good team. And they play hard. And that's good for them. But if you look at the Chiefs this year, they have not played the best ball. But they played good enough to win every game that they won. And I'm hoping that because they're not playing as good this year, the Eagles could win the game. Play smart, put up some points, and win the game. You know, if we blow them out, that'll be great. If we blow them out, that'll be awesome. But even if we don't, if we win by 1 point, I don't care. As long as we win the championship. And if we don't win it, listen, we got a great team. We're going to come back next year, and we're going to try again. That's how it is in professional sports. There's only one person can win. And I look forward to hopefully celebrating this win until next year. Because if we win tonight, I'm drinking champagne and I'm celebrating till the season opens next year. But if we don't win, it's going to be tough. I'm not going to want to listen to anybody because I don't want to hear the complaints about, oh, it's Jalen, oh, it's this. It's going to start again with the fans and the radio personalities. Let's talk a little basketball. The Boston Celtics won the championship last year. And I like the Boston Celtics. They have a lot of good players. Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown and Porzingis and a whole bunch of them. The whole squad is good. The whole squad is also likable, right? But this year, they have not been playing as good as last year. The best team in the East this year is actually the Cavaliers, led by Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell is actually a pretty good player. I always liked him. Even before they started playing good this year, I always liked Mitchell. He's just a good, hard-nosed player. And you got to like players like that. Very fundamental guy also. And the Celtics just played the Cavaliers, and the Celtics won the game. And somebody was saying how the Celtics, they're so amazing, they're playing great. And I told them, listen, the Celtics have not been playing great this year because the Celtics have lost to teams that were mediocre this year. Last year, they didn't lose to mediocre teams. This year, they have lost to bad teams. They have also won by the skin of their teeth. I mean, they just skate by some games. And some games have blown out teams. But if you look at the Cavaliers, and if you look at the Thunder with SGA, these teams are elite. They have blown out teams many times. Okay? So if you look at how they're beating these teams, it doesn't matter which team it is. The Thunder and the Cavaliers have been up and above everybody else. And I think that the Cavaliers is the team to beat this year in the East. And in the West, the Thunder is the team to beat. Now, just because you're the best team in the regular season, that doesn't mean you're going to be the best team in the playoffs. Because in the playoffs, it's kind of a different beast. But I feel like the Thunder, they had the experience of losing because they were really good last year and they lost in the playoffs last year. But I feel like that would get them more hungry, and they have grown so much as a team. And they also added some pieces to the team, Harkenstein and a bunch of other players. And I think that the Thunder is a very dangerous team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got into the finals or even the Western Conference Finals, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make it all the way to the finals. And in the East, we have the Knicks, we have the Bucks, we have Boston, and we have the Cavaliers. Those are the best teams in the East. I don't know. I think it's either between Boston and the Cavaliers. I'm not saying the Cavaliers are locked to get to the finals. I'm just saying that they have a good chance. I'm saying they're the team to beat because they've been playing the best out of any team in the East. But Boston have some great players. They have some pride. I don't know why they're not playing up to par this year. I don't know if it's because, hey, we already won the championship and we don't need to they don't have that hunger. If you look at the Cavaliers, they play with that hunger. Boston don't play like that anymore. Hopefully when the playoff comes around, they start playing better and they switch it up. Hopefully. But right now, they're not playing like that. So my favorite player in the league is actually Derek White, who's on the Boston Celtics. And that guy is just amazing. This guy's hitting big shots at all time of the game. I mean, imagine he's a role player and they got to worry about a role player because the guy's just so automatic. So you got to worry about White. And the reason why I like White so much, he's humble. He can hit shots from anywhere on the floor. And he usually hit big three-point shots at the best times of the game. And last but not least, the guy plays defense. You know, some players, they're afraid to play defense because they're afraid to get crossed or they're afraid to get dunked on. Derek White is not like that. He don't mind getting dunked on, but he's going to play defense so he can help his team win the game. If you look at a lot of offensive players, if you look at Luka, you look at Kyrie, you look at Durant, Steph, you know, a lot of those players, they're just offense. You look at them and you're like, oh my God. And I was looking at Bronson from the New York Knicks. These guys are just great offensive players. They just coming down. They just looking to score. Don't give them a second, because they're gonna score on you. But these guys don't have any defensive mindset. They don't think. A lot of them don't think of really passing the ball. Like Steph, he would pass the ball to get the ball back. And I'm not mad at Steph. The guy is one of the best shooters ever. Okay, so you do want him shooting the ball. But in general, I like teams where they pass the ball around, play hot potato, and whoever gets open scores. That's exactly how Boston was playing last year. Everyone could shoot. So it doesn't matter who you guard or who you double, you're going to be in trouble, because everybody's shooting threes, everybody can shoot. That's the way I like to see basketball. So I think it might be the Cavaliers and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. And honestly, I don't know who's going to win. Whoever plays the best is going to win. All right. And in the West, well, let's talk about the West, because there was a big trade, Luka for Anthony Davis. Now, let me tell you personally, I like Anthony Davis a lot. Okay, that guy's just, when that guy came into the league, they call him the unicorn, because the guy was just amazing. Okay, he can dunk, he can shoot threes, shoot twos, he plays defense hard. How you could not like a guy like that? Now, he has had some injuries over the years, but in the past 2 years, he hasn't been injured that much. And all of a sudden, they just swapped Dallas Mavericks, and the Lakers just swapped stars. I don't know how that happened, but it did happen, and it's the first time it's ever happened ever. Who I think is going to win that trade? That's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tough, because I haven't seen the Lakers play with Luka yet. I'll have to see a game for me to say, okay, this is going to work or this is not going to work. Because the Lakers have LeBron and they have a lot of young players. But the Lakers seem to be dysfunctional, because the Lakers have had good players every year for the past 4 or 5 years, and they have done nothing. Okay? Lose, lose, lose. They make a run late in the season. They might get into the playoffs, and then they just lose. They're just an anomaly. And I feel like, I like LeBron. I love LeBron actually. But I do feel that the culture of the team, or how they play, has a lot to do with LeBron. And it's not all good. Because a lot of people are playing a lot of ISO ball. Just pass the ball, you eat. Pass the ball, you eat. That's not how to play ball. Ball, you got to play as a team. This is not tennis. Okay? So you set screens. You move around. The open man gets the ball. The open man takes the shot. That's good basketball. When you got one guy loading up all the time, when it gets to the playoffs, what's going to happen? They're just going to load up on that guy with defense, and he's going to not be effective or as effective. And they're going to lose. And that's how they've been losing. So they have a lot of good players on the Lakers. I like Rui. I like Reeves. I like the center. I forgot his name. And obviously LeBron is amazing. The guy's 40. Forget that he's 40. If LeBron was 20 and playing the way he's playing right now, everybody would be saying he's amazing. If he was 25, same thing. It really doesn't matter his age, but the fact that he is 40 and playing like that, they need to test that guy for drugs or something, because it's just unbelievable that at 40 years old, he can be that spry and that fast and jumps high. I can't really tell the difference between him, LeBron today, and LeBron from 10 years ago. I mean, even today, he can shoot better. He's shooting the 3 ball much better. But when it comes to driving to the basket, when it comes to pull-up 2-point shots, yeah, he's just as good as when he was younger. And those acrobatic dunks, I can't believe he's still doing that. So yeah, LeBron is going to go down as one of the best, if not the best player to ever play the game. Now, my pick for the best player is Michael Jordan, okay? When I saw Michael Jordan play, I was in awe every single time I saw him. And it hasn't been the same with LeBron. I've been in awe of LeBron sometimes. And what I really like about LeBron is he's not like Steph. He's not like all those offensive-minded players who just comes down and like KD and Devin Booker. These guys are just walking buckets. LeBron is just a different type of player. This guy, he can be a walking bucket just like all those other guys. But LeBron thinks differently. He's more of a pass-first guy. So if you're on his team, you're going to get the ball. You're going to have an opportunity to score and excel because this guy is not selfish at all. So that's the great thing about LeBron. He's a great guy. I just don't know that, the culture, the mentality of, hey, you take the ball, you eat, instead of just pass the ball around, and that's up to the coach. The coach is the one that has to instill that in the guys. So let's see what happens, with this new coach. Now they have Luka. I'm excited to see in the next 10 games when Luka comes, how are they going to construct this team? They traded for Mark Williams. They got rid of Dalton Connect, and that trade got rescinded because Mark Williams was injured. And I'm asking myself, like, who the hell is Mark Williams? Nobody never even heard of him. So I'm like, why the hell are they trading for a guy nobody heard of and giving away a great player like Dalton Connect? Like, we need Dalton Connect. That guy can hit trees like it's nobody's business. So I'm glad the trade didn't go through. And now the Lakers are in a little trouble because they need to get another big man. They need a big man, a good one, in order to really make this team something that it should be. So between Dallas got Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis played the first game, and obviously he's a monster. They won the game. He was great. The problem is he got injured in the first game that he played. So it's tough. It's really tough for Anthony Davis and a lot of big men in the league. Like Embiid, and these guys, they're so tall and big, it's easy for them to get injured. So it's just, I wish we can have a season where nobody ever gets injured, but that's just impossible. But if Anthony Davis could stay healthy for Dallas, that's a dangerous team with Kyrie and Davis and all the other role players. They're going to be a hard team to beat. And yeah, they can possibly upset some people and get to the finals. That's if Davis is on the floor. If Davis is not on the floor, or if he's on the floor and he's injured, I don't think the Dallas are going anywhere. Yeah, they're not going to make it. The Lakers, as I said, if they don't get a big man, they're not going to make it either. It's not going to work. So, because Luka can play defense, LeBron is 40, and he plays great defense, but he can only do so much. Okay? And all the other players, besides, they have another guy that plays defense. I forgot his name. That's it. Everybody else don't really know how to play defense that good. So the Lakers are in trouble if they don't find somebody to protect the paint. I'm pretty excited to see the Super Bowl later today, and hopefully I'll make some more videos like this inside where it's nice and warm. And what I've been doing is actually, I have been doing my other channel. So I have about 3 or 4 other channels, and I'm a true crime vlogger. So I love true crime, and I created my own channel. It's called The Secondhand News. And on that channel, I talk about people getting killed, and it's a great channel. You should go check it out. In fact, I just got monetized in January. So I have about 1,000 subscribers right now, and I'm releasing videos every week, once a week. And that's what's taking up most of my time, because this channel is just my personal channel. I talk about sports, I talk about myself. This channel is not going to monetize, not really going to get me anywhere. So that's why I don't really put too much time into it. Although in the summertime, I do, because I'm outside, I'm playing basketball, so I might as well just turn on the camera. So in the summertime, you're going to see me a lot. But hopefully, if this is a good format, maybe I can do this one again, So that's it. I want to thank everyone who subscribed so far. And I'm looking forward to an exciting season of basketball, and obviously I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl tonight. I'll see you guys in the next video.